Greetings. I wish you great blessings on this Ash Wednesday as we begin the season of Lent. Lent always reminds me of the great tension of our existence. Ash Wednesday is a day with the imposition of ashes that we're reminded of our own mortality. Immediately after the seasons of Advent and Epiphany, in which our mortality is sanctified by the arrival of Christ, by the light that's sent out into this very world, we come into this season where we recognize that this world is important, but not all that there is. It's this great tension. It's a tension that's reflected in our church season and the season of the created order. We have this tension of a somberness, a reminder of mortality, a reminder we see in the plants that have lost their leaves, that are awaiting the new birth of spring. And we see in spring, with the blooming of the roses, the blooming of the redbud tree behind me, this new life, this hope that springs in the midst of this season. We're reminded in this tension that we live in the now and the not yet of the kingdom of God. So as we journey through Lent, as we journey in this tension, one of the invitations is to see differently, to see that yes, the things around us are important, but they're not all that there is. That there is more that we can see, and that in learning to see and learning to set aside the deceptions and the distractions and the small desires of our temporal existence, we can look and we can see with kingdom eyes. We can see the legacy that we have in creation, the legacy that we have in the church, the legacy that we leave in our lives rather than the instant pleasures. We can see the glory of the cross. We can see the hope of the empty tomb. We can see the risen Christ. So as we learn to see during this Lent, I want to invite you into our Lenten journey. We're going to journey this year through this little book called The Art of Lent by Sister Wendy Beckett. It takes us through a variety of artistic expressions, a variety of small paintings to sit with as we journey through Lent. And it takes us through some major themes of silence and contemplation, peace, joy, confidence, and love as we journey through the 6 weeks of Lent. So I invite you into this book. I also invite you to join us on Saturday mornings as we walk together in community. Beginning at 9 o'clock, we'll come together for coffee and conversation. We'll experience together a practice of a contemplative practice, a way that we open ourselves to see differently. And then in community, we'll discuss that practice and our experience with it, the ways that we might have seen differently, the ways that we've struggled in our seeing. So please join us on Saturday mornings for coffee, contemplation, and community. And I do invite you in this season to a holy Lent, a Lent that prepares us to walk in tension, a Lent that prepares us to see differently. Blessings, my friends.